Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my Elite Longshot overview. As you can see here, it is a Elite shell, which is a rather rare variant, with an Elite Spectre suppressor, a Worker F10555 3D printed pump grip, a 1.5 times magnification scope with integrated red laser, and as for the internals, it is using a full worker kit, which is the full breach system, and a artifact red metal bolt sled, along with a Monkey Mods 30 centimeter blue barrel for the worker kit, along with a 9 kilogram worker spring and worker scar barrel. As for add-ons to that, it is also using the worker metal catch system and the metal plunger head. Unfortunately, as of yet, it does not include a stock block, but I personally prefer that as it makes it a lot easier to transport. As for FPS numbers, unfortunately I don't have a chronograph as of yet. However, since the combination of a 9 kilo spring with a 30 centimeter long barrel and scar barrel with the worker kit, in a long shot should be getting roughly about that 180 FPS mark, which is perfect for our super stock games. As for dart types, there are two different dart types that I personally prefer to use with this blaster, the first of which is ACC darts. They are relatively accurate, however the FPS in this system is severely reduced due to the fact that they are not optimized for this kit, unfortunately, getting roughly around about that 160 to 170 FPS mark. The other type of dart I like to use with this system is the worker dart. Now, as this is a worker kit, they are actually relatively well optimized for it, giving me that higher FPS that I was talking about previously, getting up to that 180 FPS mark, and they are just as accurate, if not maybe a little bit less accurate than your ACC darts. However, I would gladly trade a little bit less accuracy for about 10 to 20 more FPS that I'm getting out of the worker darts. Now, as for prices for this blaster, there are a couple things that you don't need, but the bare necessities would be the Longshot shell, which here in Australia you can get a yellow Longshot shell for about 25 AUD, and the Longshot pump grip is not a necessity, but it would be very good in this case, so I would say that it is. You can get those for roughly around about $50 AUD. All of the prices I'll put in US as well. The internal worker kit, you will pay roughly around about 70 AUD, maybe a bit more, maybe 80. The Monkey Mods barrel, which is an extra, however, with the FPS that you get out of a regular worker kit, I would highly recommend that. You can get for roughly around about $20 AUD, pretty cheap to be honest. And then you're also definitely going to need some mags, so I'll just say you definitely need at least 2 mags for this, which they're going to be costing roughly about 15 AUD each. And then for some of the extra stuff, so the Spectre suppressor, you can get those for roughly around about $10-15 here in Australia. The worker scar barrel, that's roughly around about $5 to $10 Aussie. The couple extra mags, since there was only 2 mags that I would say that is a necessity, I normally run around about 5 or 6 mags, so that's going to cost you an extra about $60 with the extra 4 mags. The scope, so I paid personally around about $15 to $20 for that scope with the laser sight combination. I got a pretty good deal on that as well, so I doubt that you're going to find anything cheaper. And then there's also stuff like the worker metal plunger cap and the plunger head, which they both and the catch as well, which all three of those ones cost, I believe, about $15 AUD together. Other than that, there is also the big elephant in the room, or the big extra cost, the shell itself. Now, if you were to go for a yellow shell, you would be getting the exact same performance, exact same everything, except for the colour scheme. Now, something like that would cost about 25 AUD. I paid around about $80 Aussie from Singapore to get one of these. However, I was actually in Singapore and brought that home in my luggage. Thank you for watching this overview of my Elite Longshot. I hope you stick around and watch another video. Take care.